Are you ready to loosen up your brushwork? It's Spotlight Saturday, and today I'm shining the light on Angela Moulton's book Brushstrokes for some bold, fun techniques. Welcome to Conversations with Canvas, where I review art books, art supplies, and share short demos providing you your daily dose of art. My daughter gifted me this book, and it's been my favorite since then. I'll be doing the flip through as well as a painting project from this book so that we can decide how good the demos are and how detailed the instructions are for the demos. The book has 11 step-by-step projects. These are designed for absolute beginners. Now, after a quick overview of basic tools and materials, which includes supports, brushes, paints, as well as choosing and mixing the right colors, this book demonstrates how just a few thick brush strokes can create a work of art in a bold, effortless style. The projects range from abstracts, vibrant birds, flowers, charming animal portraits to still life. Angela has been an artist for the past 12 years and she's mostly self-taught. She started off with painting abstracts but then shifted over to painting more realistic style of paintings. But her bold brush strokes definitely got carried into these paintings where you can see her personality and her unique style, especially her bird paintings. All her paintings are done with a flat bristle brush. She uses a large bristle brush and she prefers using bristle brushes because she says that the soft brushes can't handle too much of paint and they don't leave any brush marks. So that's one great tip that she shares, that use a bristle brush to leave brushwork visible. The projects are super detailed, with each step having some great photographs in close-up so that the artist can understand how to paint that particular step. I'll also be sharing the Amazon link if you wish to purchase this book. Now that I'm done with the flip through, it's now time to do a demo from this book so that we can understand how easy the projects are. I love this still life of stack of bowls, and this is what I'll be painting for the demo today. It's an intermediate project. She mentions the tools and the palette that you'll be using. Now I don't have all those colors that she has mentioned, so I'll be using my own colors and try to mix the same color as that mentioned. Now I'm using a 400 GSM sketchbook. She uses a stretch canvas for this project. Also the colors that I'll be using are titanium white, cadmium yellow, dark, pyrrole red, phthalo blue, as well as burnt umber. I have now stacked the book on the side because I don't want to get paint all over it, but I'll be sharing in the images of each step so that you know that I'm just following the instructions that are mentioned in the book. And the first step is just to apply a wash of transparent brown to the canvas and allow it to dry. Using a concentrated mix of that same brown, I'm going to be sketching out the bowls. Now I take care, as she mentions, to place the bowls towards the left side and not exactly in the center. As you can see, there are detailed photographs shared for each step, and this can be an absolute boon for a beginner. I'm done with the sketching of the bowls, and now it's time to pre-mix all the values for the bowls. So in this step, there are clear instructions of how you're supposed to mix the colors. You need one dark tone, two mid-tones and one light tone for painting these bowls. The mixes are ready, and step 5 is applying the darkest pile of paint on the shaded side of the bowls with the large brush. The next 2 steps is just using up the pre-mixes that we have prepared for the bowls and applying them with the large brush and going from dark to light. That is, you used the darkest tone and now we are using the mid tones and then the lightest tones on the right hand side. So this just gives it that shape and form. Also taking care not to blend in and just apply the color and leave it. I use the same dark mix for the shadow area. So now we have the bowls which are nearly done. And time to mix in the background color. We're mixing the blue, that is a phthalo blue, with some white and a bit of that brown so that it gets a little muddy, and just apply it very loosely in the background. The blue background is done, and now it's time to paint in the table. There are clear instructions how to mix in the color and the shade of the color that you want for the table, and it becomes so easy with that photograph to get the right mix, even though I'm not using the same colors as the artist has suggested. Now comes my favorite part, that is adding in the patterns on these bowls. Mixing in a dark blue for the shadow side of the bowls and a light blue for the light side of the bowls. This is going to accentuate the form of the bowls. I also like how the details on the bowls are just a suggestion of the pattern. This just keeps the overall look of the painting pretty expressive and loose. I'm nearly done with the painting, and all I need to do is paint the last blue bowl, and in the end, to complete this painting, I'll add in a few finishing touches and a few highlights on the bowls. Brushstrokes by Angela Moulton, I feel, is a great book for beginner artists who would like to loosen up their brushwork and experiment with bold strokes. Also, the instructions in this book are pretty detailed and clear for any beginner to understand, and it becomes so easy to follow along and create vibrant results. I myself enjoyed painting this stack of bowls. It felt fun and gave me a fresh perspective. Also, it made me realize that I'm pretty miserly when it comes to using the quantity of paints, and so the next time I'm going to be going real bold with the amount of paints that I use, as that helps to create that visible brushwork. And that wraps up our flip through and a demo from Angela Moulton's book Brushstrokes. Thank you for exploring this book with me. If you found this flip through interesting, or if you have any suggestions for future reviews and demos, do drop in a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care, keep creating and exploring new artistic possibilities. Bye.